Hey guys, I'm back. Summer is over whether you like it or not, and I am back to YouTube finally. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much. So summer is over, the temperatures are starting to drop. September is here, which means fall is finally here. I know some of you are not happy about it. I am personally very happy about it. Not happy because summer is over or my vacations are over. Well, I also like to work, but because I freaking love fall, and I cannot wait to start wearing my jumpers, to start wearing my jeans, to start wearing my jackets, to layer my clothing, to have just a hot cup of tea in front of my fire. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm prepared, and I cannot wait. And also, the fall trends of this year are incredibly gorgeous. I don't know if it's just me, but I love fall and I love the trends of this year. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's talk about the fall trends of 2025. I'm gonna separate this video in categories as I always do when a new season starts, and I'm first gonna talk about the colors. What are the colors that are gonna be trendy for this fall 2025? First, we have green. Green is gonna be such a big color for this year. We are gonna see any shade of green. Khaki green, dark green, more of a light and low saturated green, any green. The items that we are gonna see the most are definitely gonna be suede green jackets, bomber jackets. There's one from Zara that has gone very, very viral. I bought it, and it's gonna arrive soon. I will show you probably next week or in a couple of weeks. But yeah, bomber jackets for sure, trench coats also, and definitely just then trousers, knits. Also bags, like suede bags in green, are also gonna be very, very trendy. Next is body yellow. We are not done with this color. I did not expect it to go through fall, but I am not surprised, to be honest. Like, everyone was obsessed with body yellow for spring and summer, so obviously we still want to wear it. I still want to wear my body yellow pieces. I know body yellow might not be for everyone, so what I suggest is that then you try for more of a darker yellow or a more saturated yellow, but body yellow is gonna be everywhere for this fall. We are gonna see jackets. I love the trench coats in this color. We are gonna see a ton of knits and also trousers. Also, it looks incredibly beautiful when you pair body yellow with either burgundy or dark brown, and also with polka dots, which we will talk in a second. Next is blue. Blue was a little bit trendy last year, fall last year, and it's still gonna be quite trendy this season. It might not be the strongest color. I feel like body yellow and green are gonna be stronger colors, but blue, if you don't like any of these other colors, is also a great option. We are gonna see an electric, very saturated blue, which I love, and also navy blue. Of course, we are gonna see dark denim. Dark denim was also quite trendy last year, and I love how a navy blue knit with a dark pair of denim jeans looks. I think it's very, very pretty. And also coats. I feel like we are gonna see a lot of wool coats in this dark blue. Next is brown. And I know, brown for fall, groundbreaking, but I just don't make the rules. Brown, this dark brown is gonna be super trendy. Last year we saw more of a burgundy. Now I'm wearing something burgundy while I'm saying this. But yeah, last year burgundy was all like everywhere. This year we are gonna see more green and this dark brown. I feel like dark brown never goes out of style, but it is true that past years it wasn't as present as it's gonna be this year. So yeah, brown everything. Brown bags, brown shoes, brown trousers, brown jackets and knits, like, you get it. Brown everything. And we are also, of course, gonna see monochromatics, all dark brown outfits, which I love. Now let's talk about prints, because there's a couple of prints that are gonna be quite trendy for this fall, and I feel like they are worth a mention on their own separate section. So first is gonna be polka dots. As well as with body yellow, we are not done with polka dots. Polka dots were extremely trendy for spring and definitely for summer as well. And we are not done. We still want to wear our polka dots. And I couldn't be happier because I've been having a polka dot summer. The items that I'm seeing the most, and I feel like we are gonna see the most, are gonna be skirts or pants, but I'm also seeing a lot of tops, even jackets, even shorts, matching sets, like anything. I love polka dots, so I'm very, very happy that we are still gonna be wearing this trend for a little bit. This is definitely probably gonna be one of the biggest prints, if not the trendiest print for this fall. Then stripes. Stripes are still gonna be trendy. We're gonna see a lot of striped polos, a lot of striped trousers, jumpers, knits. I love stripes. I think that they are very fun. It's not too over the top. I feel like you can look very put together with a striped piece of clothing. Then plaid. Plaid was a little bit trendy last year. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last year. I don't think so. We did see a little bit of plaid for fall and winter last year, but this year we saw it a ton on the runway. I'm already seeing it a ton in stores as well, so we know for a fact that it's going to be very, very trendy for this year. And I think, as well as with polka dots, I think that it's going to continue for next year as well. I think that plaid is not for everyone. It's kind of for me personally, I'm not a fan of this for myself. I love to see it on other people, but I don't see myself wearing plaid, but I might change my mind. I don't know, but I think that this is one of those trends that I might not jump on this year. Now let's talk about clothing. What are the clothes and specific types of clothes that are gonna be trendy for this fall? First are funnel neck jackets, trench coats, and coats. Funnel neck is gonna be the it jacket, the it outerwear piece for this season, and definitely also for winter. But if you want to buy any transitional jacket and you want to be on trend, you don't need to follow trends, by the way. This is just an informative video. I get a lot of comments like this: I don't want to follow this trend. I'm not saying you should follow. I'm just telling you what are the trends that are going to be trendy, okay? So if you want to buy a new piece of outerwear for this fall and you want to be on trend, I would 100% suggest that you go for a funnel neck trench coat or coat or jacket. Personally, I love. I am obsessed with these jackets. I already have actually a coat from last winter that already had this funnel neck jacket, so I feel like it was a little bit trendy last year, but we didn't mention it too much. But this year is full on funnel neck jackets everywhere. We are seeing them the most in bomber jackets, but also in leather jackets, in trench coats, as I said, and also of course in coats for more of a winter season. Also, I will link in the description box below just some suggestions for you guys. If you want to shop any of these pieces, I will link just my suggestions and the ones that I think are the best options for this year. Next is suede and leather jackets. Suede is again kind of the same vibe as brown. For fall, suede, it's kind of obvious, but suede is gonna be very, very, very trendy still. We have been seeing suede being trendy for fall and winter for a couple of years, if I'm not mistaken, and it's still gonna be very, very trendy, which is honestly such a great news for me personally and for everyone that invested in good suede pieces. Again, you can wear whatever you want. You do not need to be on trend. But to me personally, and I think that for other people, it's great that the piece that you invested on last year is still gonna be trendy this year. So suede anything, suede bags, suede jackets, suede shoes, even suede pants or clothing in general is gonna be very, very trendy. I think that the colors that we are gonna see the most this year is definitely gonna be green, as I said at the beginning, and also a dark brown color and a light beige color, like a sand color. Those are the three main suede colors that we are gonna see. Next are polos and polo cardigans. As stripes are still trendy, we are gonna see a lot of striped polos, but also I'm starting to see a lot of polos that are just plain, that don't have stripes, and also polo cardigans, which are cardigans that instead of having just a crew neck neckline, they have a polo neckline. I don't know, I feel like it's a fun variation, a fun touch to the simple cardigan that we have been seeing for a couple of years. And yeah, that's kind of the sweater that is probably gonna be the most trendy for this fall. Next is lace. Lace trimmings, lace skirts, and lace dresses. Oh my gosh, this trend just like literally exploded like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. This is a great idea. I absolutely love how these outfits look because I've always loved layering, and I feel like when we just enter fall, we just want to start layering our pieces of clothing. But at the beginning, it's still a little bit hot, so just you cannot do too much. But these lace trimming tops or dresses or skirts are such a fun and easy way to add layers to your outfit and make it look special and unique. I don't know, I absolutely love it, absolutely love it. Also, I love this trend because you can definitely find these pieces secondhand or thrifted. Next, Capris. This is a trend that is continuing from spring and summer, and it's still gonna be quite present for fall, but just the beginning of fall. Once it gets colder, Capris are gonna be done for, and I think that we are definitely still gonna see them for spring and definitely for summer next year. So if you like capris but you still haven't jumped on this trend, or you have a couple of capris or just one capri trouser on your closet, you can definitely still wear it and be on trend this fall. I'm seeing also a ton of capris in polka dots, which I love. I think like the combination is so cute. Next are balloon pants. This is quite a new trend, and when I say quite a new trend, is pretty much a new trend, and is definitely starting this fall because I did not see it during summer, maybe a little bit, just maybe a little bit, but this fall is just full-on trendy. We saw them a ton on the runway. I'm already seeing them a ton on stores, but I still haven't seen them much on the street or more of a street style because it's such a new trend that I feel like people haven't had time to wear it. And again, I think this is a trend that is gonna last. So I feel like this season is just gonna be the beginning of these pants, and maybe we are not gonna see them too much, but you wait, because I think that next year these are gonna be super trendy. Next, accessories. I usually don't do a separate section for accessories, but there's a couple new accessories for this fall, and I thought it could be a good idea to just separate it on a section. First are bangles. This statement jewelry is also very trendy, so it makes sense that now we are wearing jewelry that is bigger, that it's more noticeable. The bangles that I think are gonna be the most trendy are the ones that are in white and the ones that are gold maybe or silver. I'm also seeing a lot of people mixing metals, and I'm also seeing them in brown and other colors. I love bangles. I feel like they are very fun, and I think that when you wear more jackets and knits, it's kind of difficult to wear a lot of clothing. It's not that visible, so bangles or bracelets like this that are kind of big, they are easier to see. Next are retro aviator sunglasses. This is quite a particular type of glasses that we have not seen in a very long time. For this past 3 to maybe 4 years, the sunglasses that were trendy were the small and cute and tiny frames that were very 90s, very classy and chic and elegant. That also went very well with the quiet luxury aesthetic that we did see a ton like 1 or 2 years ago. And now that we are more into the maximalist aesthetic, we are seeing aviator retro sunglasses that are very big, very 80s inspired. I love these sunglasses. I've been looking for ones because I definitely want to jump on this trend. Not too long ago, I saw a TikTok of a guy that said you should buy more accessories and less clothing. And I was like, that resonated for me a ton because I feel like you can wear and re-wear your pieces of clothing, and depending on how you accessorize them, the outfit completely changes. So yeah, I definitely want to jump on this trend. I really like the sunglasses. There's different types, but at the end of the day, it's kind of the same vibe, this very big and even colorful lenses. Love them. Next, scarves. Scarves is again not in a trend, and we did see it a ton for spring and summer, so it's still gonna continue a little bit for this fall. I think that the way we are gonna see scarves the most for this fall is with the scarf on your hips kind of way, because with the lace trimming, it's also very trendy to do skirt over pants, and one way to do this trend, like the skirt over pants trend, in a more minimalistic way is to just wrap a scarf on your hip. But I think that we are also gonna see a lot of scarves on the neck and used as accessories maybe on your wrist, as we saw for spring. But I think that the way that we are gonna see the most is definitely just wrapped on your waist. Then bags. Let's talk about what are the bags that are gonna be trendy for this fall. First are bowling bags. I am not sure when this trend started, to be honest with you, but this fall these bags are going to be very trendy. These are the ones that have a little bit more pockets, that are a bit more slouchy, more relaxed. I would say maybe less put together, and I feel like they are great bags for day to day and just, yeah, for everyday bags. I think that they are pretty cute. Then also the east to the west bags. They are these bags that are longer horizontally and they are kind of thin. These were trendy already last year, fall and winter last year, and we are still gonna see them a ton for this fall. I think these are very cute. I think that they are a little bit more dressy and minimal than the bowling bag, so maybe it's more of a nighttime or dressier bag. And then the oversized and slouchy bags. Again, these were trendy last year and they are still gonna be trendy. I'm very, very happy about this because I freaking love my oversized slouchy bags. They are probably my favorite type of bag. I love how effortless and casual, but at the same time, how cool they look. Like, they give me cool vibes, cool girl vibes. And if you are the type of girl that just needs a lot of space, these bags are perfect. And I think that you can wear them both for day and night, in my opinion. During the day, you can just wear them on your shoulder, and at night, you can just kind of hide the strap or just wear it under your arm, and that just elevates the bag. Let's move on to the next category, which is gonna be shoes, because shoes also change a lot during seasons. So the first shoes that are gonna be trendy are gonna be Tabis. And I know a lot of people hate these shoes. I think that this is a type of shoe that you either love or you hate. I am starting to love these shoes. At first I was like, I don't think they are for me. But now I'm like, wait a minute, these are actually very, very cute. And I feel like just the girls that get it, I think is a funky and fun and fashionable shoe that also looks a little bit put together, but it's not like, I would say that it's not feminine. It's kind of giving a little masculine, but not too much. I don't know. I love Tabis. I feel like they are very, very fun and they are gonna be very, very trendy for this season. They were already a little bit trendy last fall and winter. Well, not winter, just fall. But this fall, I feel like they are just gonna explode and they are gonna be very, very trendy. Next are boat shoes. We are not done with boat shoes, and not only we are not done with boat shoes, I think they are just getting started. And this fall, they are gonna be very, very trendy. And I think they are still gonna be trendy for spring. I feel like boat shoes you can wear either for spring or fall, maybe also a little bit for summer. Winter, I don't think so. Well, maybe depending on where you live, honestly. But yeah, boat shoes are here to stay. And I think I have kind of the same reaction as I had with Tabis. At first I was like, yeah, I don't think those are for me. And now I'm like, maybe they are for me, because I think that they are kind of cute. My favorites are definitely the ones in suede, either light suede or dark suede. Then loafers for fall. I know it's kind of groundbreaking again, like duh, loafers for fall is kind of obvious, but loafers have been trendy for maybe a couple of years already during fall, and this fall they are gonna be everywhere. I think that we are gonna see loafers non-stop. And then suede anything. No matter what kind of shoes you want to wear this fall, as long as they are in suede, you are gonna be on trend. And I know some of you maybe would not like that. I know that some people do not like to be on trend, and maybe it's kind of a shame because there's a lot of fall shoes that are in suede. But again, I do not make the rules. I personally love it. Like, it's kind of easy to be on trend this year when it comes to shoes. Just buy a pair of suede shoes and you're good to go. Whatever, if they are Birkenstocks, if they are loafers, if they are boat shoes, if they are boots, whatever, just suede and you are gonna be good. Anyway, you guys, that was it. That is the last one. I hope that you enjoyed. As I said, I will link some options in the description box below for you guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.